Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Today's another great topic. We're talking about 3 myths destroying your goal of creating an engaged workforce. Solving a decade's worth of stagnant employee engagement trends means organizations must approach the issue and possible solutions a little bit differently. Employee engagement has become quite the topic, basically for several decades now. Yet organizations are still scrambling to reverse stagnant engagement statistics, which show that more than half of the active workforce is pretty much mailing it in every day. Some of the prevailing wisdom places blame on a dramatic shift in the workplace demographics, such as millennials and Gen Zers, which now make up the largest segments of the workplace. So it makes sense why organizations are buying up all the bean bags and lattes and perks that they can offer to entice their loyalty. Because hey, millennials love that kind of stuff, right? Guess so. But unfortunately, those efforts are largely unproductive because they buy into conventional wisdom on engagement. The solutions to date have been largely flawed, focusing too narrowly on outdated strategies. Actually, the strategies that are outdated never really worked to begin with. And then on top of that, they're forcing conformity among the employees. So, okay, but listen to this. The most recent research, like the 2020 State of Talent Optimization Report from Predictive Index, tells us the reasons for disengagement are more multifaceted than ever. The study found that only 22% of leaders understand what's driving employee engagement. Obviously, beanbags won't fix the lack of trust in leadership. Instead of trying the same solutions and expecting a different result, much like the definition of insanity, doing something over and over and over, expecting something different. Let's go ahead and debunk the 3 most commonly held beliefs about engagement so that we can create solutions about how to address the real issues at hand. All right. Myth number 1: create a fun place to work will increase engagement. No, no. You can't make a fun place to work at if the organizational culture doesn't support it. One engagement consultant said, companies routinely misdiagnose poor organizational culture as a lack of employee engagement. The reality is that culture eats engagement strategies for breakfast. Look, in some cases, a culture lacking accountability or even rewarding the wrong behavior could be the root cause of your engagement issues. The consultant also pointed out that there's no amount of forced fun you can insert into the workplace to combat the real disease eating away at the productivity and the engagement. Organizations should first focus on creating an environment where a culture can thrive, right? Now, experience shows us that this requires focusing on leadership development, across the company to empower leaders in new ways. All right. Myth number 2: each generation in the workforce wants something different. Increase engagement by delivering tailored experiences. Instead of looking at the differences in each group, organizations should focus on the similarities that are present. In short, stop putting people in boxes and recognize that each person or each employee is a person, no matter where or when he or she was born. Let's take the fact that people all desire, and it's a basic and natural desire, they desire relationships and meaningful connections, regardless of age. Now, there are countless ways to incorporate opportunities to allow employees to further or to form deeper relationships with their work family. The organizations making international strides to do so are the ones winning in the engagement game. Many companies have actively avoided hiring millennials because of these issues, but the reality is that many millennials approach their work with a huge dose of creativity and innovation. So don't miss out by avoiding this or any other single group for that matter. Myth number 3, recognizing and rewarding employees will increase engagement. Almost everyone likes to be rewarded for a job well done, of course. However, in the desire to create a more engaged workforce, and perhaps because millennials have a reputation as the trophy generation, companies have overreacted and have lost the meaning behind the recognition efforts. Simply by, well, simply installing recognition programs or sending shout outs via emails, it's just not enough. More importantly, your recognition efforts will quickly be seen as generic and lose their value even sooner. Leaders need to be equipped with tools to personally recognize their employees outside of standard scripted practices. And I agree. Like, for example, a handwritten note to an individual is a great way to show personal recognition, or actually singling that person out, calling them into the office or even in a team setting and really being specific about why you're shouting him or her out. What exactly is it that they did? Get detailed, because that way they know that, hey, he or she, they see me, they see my work. And it's instant validation, and it costs you nothing. Increasing engagement is important. However, don't buy into the myths as the solution to your challenges. Engagement takes more than token efforts, and your employees deserve real attention. So basically, the 3 myths are myths because managers or leaders use them on the surface level. We have to be a little bit more detailed, a little bit more deeper, because that equals genuineness. And when they see that you are more genuine with your appreciation and with your shout outs, then the loyalty and the productivity is reciprocated back to you. Okay? 3 myths just destroying your goal of engaged workforce. All right? I'm pretty sure you found some very valid information in today's lesson. So if you like the videos and what they're providing you as far as tips on how to enhance and sharpen your leadership skills, please like, subscribe, and share my channel with other people in your sphere of influence. Because if it's helping you, pretty sure it's going to help some other people that wouldn't mind having this information as well. And as always, if you're in need of some leadership development coaching, remote leadership coaching, diversity training, and team building, please contact me and let me know, guys. And we'll sit down and put together a really good plan to ensure your success, no matter what level of leadership you're at. Okay? Guys, have a great day. And remember, great leadership equals great results. How are you leading? Whether you're a new leader who needs the building blocks of leadership and a playbook on how to be effective, a seasoned leader who needs to understand that there are 2 sides to leadership, or a leader who just needs some inspiring insight or leadership seeds to enhance your leadership abilities, the CDB Consulting Group has the resources you need. There are 2 key elements successful leaders have that unsuccessful ones don't: self-discipline and the understanding to constantly invest in themselves. So pick up a copy or the entire collection and start investing in your leadership today. Available at Amazon.com. Remember, great leadership equals great results. How are you leading?